The story begins in a peaceful, thriving human colony on a distant planet, nestled among the stars. It's a place where life seems perfect. Children play in the fields, adults chat in bustling markets, and the sun casts a warm glow over everything. The city is full of life, its people unaware of the dark storm that is about to hit them from space. They live in harmony, enjoying their daily routines, thinking that the universe beyond their planet is vast, peaceful, and far removed from their daily lives. The peaceful scene is suddenly shattered by a shrill, ear-piercing alarm. It echoes across the colony, sending waves of panic through the citizens. The peaceful hum of life comes to a screeching halt as the loudspeaker crackles to life. Warning: alien fleet detected. Immediate evacuation recommended. People freeze. Fear grips them as they look up at the sky. From the horizon, they can see it. A massive fleet of alien warships, their metal hulls gleaming ominously under the distant stars. These ships are unlike anything humanity has ever seen. Sleek, fast, and heavily armed, the ships loom closer, cutting through the atmosphere with terrifying speed. Each ship is like a giant predator, designed for destruction. The humans have no idea who these invaders are, but they can sense the danger. The panic spreads quickly through the city as people scramble to escape. The camera zooms in on a group of soldiers standing on the rooftop of a building. They watch the approaching ships with eyes full of dread. Among them is the protagonist, a seasoned human soldier. His face is stoic, but there's a deep weight in his eyes. He's seen battles before, but nothing like this. He knows this will be different. The ships are too numerous, too powerful, and the humans are no match for them. A tense silence fills the air as the alien fleet continues its rapid approach. The camera shifts to one of the alien ships, its advanced weapon systems coming online. A smooth, cold voice crackles through the ship's communication system. Prepare to engage. Earth's defenses will be useless against us. The alien commander is calm, his voice dripping with arrogance. He doesn't think the humans are a threat. To him, they are nothing more than a primitive species, easy to crush. This will be over in hours, he says with a smug smile, his eyes glinting with cold confidence. The camera cuts back to the human soldier on the roof. He gazes up at the sky, his face hardening. For a brief moment, the audience catches a glimpse of fear in his eyes, but it's quickly replaced by something stronger: hope. A faint smile crosses his lips as he turns to his comrades. They can feel it too. They've prepared for this. They have a plan. Unseen by the alien fleet, hidden deep within the heart of the human colony, advanced technology is being activated. The humans have been secretly working on a countermeasure, something that could turn the tide of battle. But the aliens have no idea what's coming. The music swells as the camera zooms out, showing the full scale of the alien fleet. The sheer size and power of the ships seem almost overwhelming. The humans are facing impossible odds. The fate of the colony, and possibly the entire planet, rests on the edge of a knife. The audience is left on the edge of their seat, wondering, how could these humans possibly fight back? What kind of weapon or strategy could they possibly have to stand against such an overwhelming force? The alien commander is certain this will be a quick victory, but the protagonist knows better. There's something about the humans, something they've learned over the years, that the aliens don't understand. As the first shots of the battle begin to be fired from the alien ships, the camera lingers on the protagonist, his eyes locked on the sky. His expression is resolute. The war has just begun, and while the humans may seem outmatched, they are far from defeated. This is only the beginning, and the audience can feel the tension building, ready for what comes next. The scene ends with a sudden flash of light as the first explosion rips through the sky. The battle has begun. The audience is left with a sense of anticipation, knowing that this will not be a simple fight. The humans may have been caught off guard, but they are ready to prove their worth. And perhaps, just perhaps, they can win this fight after all. The alien forces are relentless. Wave after wave of their heavily armed ships and soldiers descend on the human colony, and each attack seems to push the humans further back. The alien commander watches from his command ship, a cold smile on his face. He has no doubts about the outcome of this battle. "We don't need to worry about them," he says confidently to his officers. His eyes scan the humans' weak defenses. He believes that their technology is far superior, and that no human force can stand against them. The humans are simply too primitive, too small to be a real threat. As the alien forces sweep through the cities, they face little resistance. Buildings crumble, and entire regions are taken without a fight. The commander's confidence grows with every victory, and he believes the battle is all but won. But as the aliens continue their march across the human colonies, they fail to realize that this fight is not as simple as it seems. While they are winning on the surface, something much deeper is unfolding in the shadows. Deep within the human command center, the protagonist, a brilliant military strategist, is calm and focused. He knows the aliens are underestimating humanity's resolve and ingenuity. He's seen it before. Humans might appear weak, but they are never out of the fight. The protagonist's mind is working at full speed, and the final phase of the human plan is about to be set into motion. With one single command, the tide could change. The protagonist's fingers move quickly over the control panel, issuing orders. "Activate cloaking devices," he commands. Across the human fleet, cloaking devices flicker to life. The once visible human ships vanish, hidden from alien sensors. They are now invisible to the enemy, an army the aliens can no longer track. The cloak might seem like a small victory, but it is the first part of a much larger plan. Meanwhile, on the ground, human soldiers are preparing for the next phase. They hide high-tech weapons in plain sight, under the guise of everyday equipment. What the aliens don't know is that these harmless devices are actually advanced weapons capable of turning the tide of the war. The human soldiers are ready to spring the trap, but they know they must be patient. They can't rush things. This has to be executed perfectly. The alien forces continue to push deeper into human territory, their commanders growing more arrogant with each conquered city. The humans, now seemingly defeated, fall back further. It looks like a retreat, but to the human soldiers, it's all part of the plan. They want the aliens to think they are weak, that they are on the verge of total defeat. The protagonist's voice crackles over the radio, calm and reassuring. "Just hold them a little longer," he whispers. "We can win this." In the alien ranks, the commander sees the humans retreating, and he laughs. It's exactly what he expected. "This will be over soon," he mutters under his breath. But deep down, he has no idea that he's walking right into a trap. As the aliens push deeper, they encounter a few scattered human soldiers in the outskirts of the colony. These soldiers appear to be a last stand, an act of desperation. But to the aliens' surprise, these soldiers aren't retreating. They aren't afraid. They are biding their time, preparing for the perfect moment to strike. The stage is being set for the most unexpected counterattack the aliens could ever imagine. The tension builds as the protagonist's plan inches closer to execution. The trap is nearly ready, and the aliens are completely unaware. This isn't just a fight anymore. It's a battle of wits. And soon, the humans will show the aliens just how deadly they can be when underestimated. The moment of truth arrives. As the alien fleet advances, nearing the heart of the human stronghold, the humans are ready. What seemed like a lost cause is now about to turn into their greatest counterattack. With a single command from the protagonist, the cloaked human ships reveal themselves in a sudden, shocking move. In an instant, the sky above the alien fleet is filled with hundreds of human warships that had been invisible just moments ago. They are surrounded. The alien forces have nowhere to go. The humans, with their advanced technology, are not backing down. AI-controlled warships come to life, sending a barrage of high-tech weapons at the alien fleet. Plasma shots tear through alien ships, leaving trails of fire in the sky. Energy pulses ripple through space, shaking the invaders to their core. The alien fleet, now disoriented and under heavy attack, scrambles to fight back. But it's too late. The trap has been sprung. The aliens had underestimated humanity, and now they're paying the price. But the battle isn't just in space. On the ground, human soldiers are fighting tooth and nail against the alien troops. Explosions light up the battlefield, sending dust and debris into the air. The once peaceful human colonies are now a war zone. Human soldiers, equipped with futuristic weapons, move swiftly through the chaos, taking down alien invaders with precision and determination. The clash of advanced technologies echoes across the battlefield as human soldiers take on alien troops in close-quarters combat. The protagonist, leading his team with unmatched focus, charges toward the alien commanders. They are waiting for him, their high-tech armor gleaming in the battlefield's firelight. The protagonist, donning his own advanced gear, faces off against them. The intensity is palpable. Laser beams streak through the air, narrowly missing their targets, while robotic soldiers engage in brutal hand-to-hand combat. The fight feels like something out of a high-speed action movie. Every second is a life-or-death struggle, and the pace never lets up. Above them, cloaked human ships engage in fierce aerial dogfights with alien fighters. The skies are filled with the sound of gunfire and the flashing of energy beams as human pilots, now visible, strike fast and hard. The alien fleet, overwhelmed by the sudden onslaught, can't seem to keep up with the relentless attack. They never saw it coming. But the battle is not without its cost. Amidst the chaos, the protagonist's close ally, Bonner, volunteers for a suicide mission. His goal? To disable the alien flagship, the key to their overwhelming power. With no hesitation, Bonner charges toward the heart of the alien fleet. Explosions follow as his ship crashes into the alien flagship. In his final moments, Bonner ensures that the humans gain the upper hand. The alien flagship begins to burn and spiral into chaos. Losing control, its defense is crippled. The loss is devastating for the protagonist and his team. Bonner's sacrifice is felt deeply by everyone, and the emotional weight of his death hangs in the air. He gave everything for the mission, and now his comrades are left to carry on his legacy. The sacrifice of such a loyal friend and soldier fuels the remaining human forces with a renewed determination. They will fight harder, knowing that Bonner's death cannot be in vain. His loss raises the stakes of the battle, reminding the humans of the true cost of victory. As the battle rages on, the momentum shifts in favor of the humans. The alien forces, no longer certain of their victory, begin to falter. The trap has been sprung, and the tide of war has turned. But the cost of this battle, the lives lost, will weigh heavily on everyone involved. As the battle continues, the tide of war has unmistakably turned. The alien commander, once so confident in his victory, stands in disbelief. His fleet, once a symbol of their superiority, is falling apart. Alien ships are being torn apart by human forces, warships exploding in flames, drones vanishing into the void as they're shot down, and entire battalions scattered across the battlefield. The commander watches the destruction unfold and can't believe his eyes. "How is this possible?" he exclaims, frustration and panic creeping into his voice. He quickly issues orders for a retreat, but the alien forces are too disorganized, their coordination in chaos. It's too late. The trap has been set, and now the humans are in full control. What started as a fight for survival has turned into a complete rout. The once overconfident aliens are now in full retreat, their ships disabled and destroyed one by one as the human forces press forward with relentless precision. The alien commander's pride is shattered, and his forces are running, desperate to escape the humans they had once underestimated. But the protagonist isn't stopping. This is the moment he has been preparing for. This is the final charge that will determine the fate of humanity. With his eyes locked on the heart of the alien fleet, he rallies his remaining soldiers. "We are the last line of defense," he says, his voice filled with fierce determination. His men, exhausted but fueled by a burning desire for victory, respond with a roar of approval. This is the final showdown. There's no turning back now. As the protagonist leads his soldiers into the heart of the alien fleet, the battle becomes a desperate, all-out assault. The air is filled with the sound of weapon fire, the sharp crackle of lasers, and the deafening explosions of ships colliding with the alien invaders. The protagonist's resolve is unwavering. This is more than just a fight for survival. It's a fight for their freedom, for the future of their species. The protagonist pushes forward, his mind set on one goal: to avenge Bonner's death. His heart is heavy with grief, but it only fuels his resolve. As he watches each alien ship explode in a burst of light and fire, the anger and sadness from Bonner's loss transform into strength. The humans are no longer just defending their homes. They are fighting with a fierce sense of justice and revenge. Each alien destroyed is a step closer to securing their freedom, and the humans begin to grow bolder, their confidence rising with every victory. The ground battle rages on, human soldiers pushing deeper into alien territory, while the protagonist leads the charge with an iron will. The humans are no longer on the defensive. They are taking control. The alien forces, once so confident in their superiority, are now fighting with desperation, scrambling to regroup and save what's left of their shattered fleet. But it's too late. The humans have the upper hand, and they know it. Every alien ship destroyed is a reminder that the humans have turned the tide of this battle. They are no longer the underdogs. They are the victors. The protagonist and his soldiers fight with everything they have, and with each passing moment, the end of the battle seems closer. The humans have proven that no matter how advanced their enemies are, their will to survive and their desire for freedom will always be stronger. The final battle is about to unfold. The protagonist, battle-worn and filled with resolve, boards the alien flagship, determined to end this fight once and for all. The massive alien ship looms in front of him, its dark, intimidating design now a symbol of everything the humans have fought against. He strides through the corridors, his heart pounding in his chest as he makes his way to the control room. There, he will face the alien commander, the one who underestimated humanity, the one who led this invasion. The air is thick with tension as the protagonist and the alien commander come face to face in the flagship's center. It's a battle unlike any other. Both are armed with high-tech weaponry. The protagonist wields a laser sword, its blade glowing with deadly power, while the alien commander is clad in an advanced energy shield suit, his own weapon, a sleek energy blade, ready for combat. Sparks fly as their weapons clash in a flurry of glowing energy. The sound of the blades meeting fills the room, and the fight becomes a dance of strategy, strength, and speed. The protagonist's experience and cunning come into play. He doesn't just rely on brute strength. He uses his knowledge of alien tactics, outthinking, and outmaneuvering his opponent at every turn. Every move counts. The alien commander is strong, but he's overconfident, expecting an easy victory. The protagonist uses this to his advantage, drawing the commander into a trap. With a final, decisive move, he strikes, disarming the alien leader and bringing him to the ground. The commander's defiance fades as he realizes he has been defeated. The human, once the underdog, stands victorious. With their leader defeated, the rest of the alien fleet falls apart. The remaining ships, now leaderless and demoralized, surrender to the human forces. The war has ended, but it's a hollow victory. The cost of the battle has been immense. Bonner's death, the lives lost on the ground, the destruction of entire cities. It all weighs heavily on the protagonist and his soldiers. While they've triumphed, the scars of the battle remain. As the camera pulls back, the protagonist stands on the battlefield, looking out over the remains of the alien fleet. The sun begins to rise in the distance, casting a soft, golden light over the shattered remnants of the enemy. It's a new beginning, a new era for humanity. We were always stronger than they thought. The protagonist mutters under his breath, his voice filled with a mixture of pride and sorrow. The camera pans over the fallen alien ships, showing the destruction and the victory that came at such a high cost. The protagonist turns, his face hard but resolute. The war may be over, but the fight is far from finished. This victory is only the beginning of humanity's true strength. They have proven that no matter how advanced their enemies are, or how impossible the odds seem, they will always fight for their freedom. The final scene fades out, leaving the audience with a sense of hope. Humanity may have faced its darkest hour, but they've emerged victorious, stronger than ever before.